Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we are going to be talking about EDCs, your everyday carry that are very important, especially when you're riding your bike. So this is Jonas and I'm into cars, bikes, SUVs, anything with wheels, DIYs, and outdoors. So EDCs, everyday carry. So recently we just went to a ride and I wish I had this. So this is I received it quite late, a day late, but this could have been useful in that ride. But before that, let me just give you some other EDCs that would help you in some bike troubles, if you may say. So first, let's keep it short and simple. Zip ties. So have the toughest, longest zip tie that you can bring, because 2, 3 wouldn't occupy that much space. So one, even a bag. Let's see if I have here. Let's say, for example, even this much wouldn't occupy that much space. You can just, and then put it by the side. So, zip ties. Second, I would say duct tape. So as this is your traditional duct tape. They are fabric woven. But if you can afford or if you have access to Gorilla Tape or anything stronger than this is much better. As long as there's fabric, so you can use this. And I've used this in a few times in a few situations. One is a radiator hose leak. It will not fix the problem if it's ripped, but it will slow down, the leaking. So you won't run out of fluid or coolant quicker than you're supposed to be losing. Third is, key rings. I do agree that when you have a car or a bike, to avoid putting key rings on your key, especially on the bikes, because in bikes, if you put a key ring, it will actually, flop around and might damage like paint or anything surrounding the key. Even your key tumbler can be damaged with constant wiggling. So, but key ring inside your bag or anywhere you can put it. And the last time that we used this is actually on this bike too. His plate, one of the bolts fell off, and the plate was dangling, and we don't want him to be driving without the plate. Because driving without plate here, the fine is really, it's a hefty fine. We sorted out with key rings. Now, after this key ring, a 10mm bolt and nut, maybe a few. Just put in your bag 3 pieces. It will help you in some situations. 10 is the most common, and again with the plate, if we had the 10mm, but we didn't had it on that day, so keyring was the solution. And now let's go to the main event, which is what I wish we had yesterday. It's the Fastback Milwaukee utility knife. So it's a 6-in-1 utility knife. Technically, it's a box cutter. Yes, it's a box cutter, but it has other functions, and it's a bit fancier than this box cutter. So let's open this up. Let's open up the box cutter with a box cutter. Nice. Feels sturdy. It comes with there's only one. So we'll get one from our supply. So putting it in. Remember, this is my first time to have this. Slide, press. Up, nope. So you need to bottom it out and then release this. There you go. So if we had this yesterday, we didn't have to strap a quarter of his fairing to my bike. We could have just screwed it back to his bike. So we had to drive to the nearest petrol station because we didn't have a screwdriver. Well, here's another tip. If your bike came with tools, don't take it off from your bike. So it will help you in some situations. Now, aside from the Phillips, it has a flat, and then at the same time, you have a quarter-inch driver. Now, if it's my bike, I need to bring a set of bits that will be useful to my bike. I use a 4, which can be attached to this, and a 5. So these two. So I can again put it inside my bag, which will not take much space. And then, aside from that, well, this is a locking driver. So even if you force it well, it will not flip back on you. This is the stopper. And then you can also use it sideways, but this doesn't have a stopper. Just in case you need leverage. And then you have a bottle opener. I know we don't have much tansan, which is, I don't know if it's Tagalog or Spanish for a bottle cup, but yeah, it's a tansan. But you'll probably be able to use it in some other things. And what else is here? With the blade, so the blade it won't open up. It won't open accidentally unless you press this. Then this is a wire stripper, so they call it a wire stripper. And then talking about the blade, then there is a slot here to keep an extra blade. So there is this, like a stopper, so the blade won't fall off. There, snap. So it snaps in place. So even if it won't drop. And then taking it off, you just push this up and then try to slide this out. So the stopper engages on this. Okay. And of course, you can use a lanyard, which I will not. I will actually remove this. Like for example, if I'm wearing this, I don't want this. Maybe hook it here. I don't know, because every time you hook it and unhook it, you are going to damage this. So I would rather just slide this down and then let it go to the bottom. Same with my work bag. This has loops. You can just put it there. Now, if you keep on using this to secure it in place, I'm pretty sure you're gonna ruin the garter. So why a fast back and why not a Swiss knife? Now, like for example, if you have, I also carry this, but this is, I kinda try to use this just for food or something that will keep this clean and will retain its sterility. And it has the scissors and this one, what do you call this? A puller, chane in Tagalog. So why this? Now I don't have to worry about the blade, and you don't have to worry about sharpening it. You don't have to worry about, security, because in some places, especially in this country, we are not allowed to carry anything sharp. So actually, one of my Leatherman, which is actually a gift from my youngest brother, was confiscated in one of the bases. So that's why this is better, because if you forgot that you have this with you, just take off the blade, chuck it in the bin, and then you have a tool that doesn't have a sharp thingy. What else can we talk about this? Well, yeah, the scales, we are probably going to replace it. Red, yeah, looks good. I'm into brown stuff or beige, so probably I'll change this to beige. Or, well, I'm going to attend a material conference, like for example, carbon fibers, fiberglass, polycarbonates. So maybe we'll get some ideas on what to replace this with. Quick tip, not regarding about EDCs, but about bikes. At least before every other ride, walk around it, check for leaks, check if all the bolts are there, tire pressure, of course. And you don't have to be as detailed as usual, but at least walk around and see. Is your side mirror not wiggling? Is your exhaust is in place properly? Yes, I'm talking to you, Jerome. So that's it. Fastback part number 48221505. Here it is. But it's also on this. So there are more tools that you should bring on long rides, but for short rides, these things are enough. If you think that I should add something from my EDC, then let me know, comment below. And for long rides, riding season is coming, so I'll probably do a video about what we brought and what we will bring on the next 7 Emirates ride. So hope you like this video. And if you do like it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace. Well, that's cute. Bottle opener. Where? Eye protection. Spare blade.